Hey, it's Tree from Tree Essentials, and I wanted to chime in today about emotions and hair growth. So, that is actually a huge connection, and I'm going to show you today basically how they are connected, how they tie together, and as well, I'm going to give you a couple of techniques where you can kind of reflect back to make sure and like dump it out. So, first and foremost, you're maybe wondering, why is this important? Your emotions are important because emotions is energy in motion. I am a former science teacher. Energy is not created or destroyed. It's only transferred or transformed. So you have sound energy, mechanical, kinetic, solar, plasma, and you have chemical as well. And big ones that play into our hair growth are indeed the chemical and your environments. Ooh, you can't see that. So chemical is a big game changer in the hair growth because our body has so many different chemical reactions that happen within. And so when you are thinking about your hair growth, you need to think, what is the chemistry? You know, hair is chemistry. Your hair is made out of DNA, protein, keratin, DNA made into RNA. Then translated into do its own thing. But DNA itself is actually the base of hair. It's protein, keratin as well. You have biotin and you have other things that are happening. But your follicles are basically three parts. You have your medulla, you have your cord, and then you have your exo portion. This is the part that is playing into the environment. But this as well is something that is feeling and triggering and sensing the things around. People always say that hair is dead once it grows out of the scalp, and they technically are true, but it tells so many stories that's been happening within. So our hair as well is triggered by our brain barrier. So here I'm gonna erase this, and I'm gonna show you a brain. So this is your brain right here. That is the cerebral cord. This is your spine. And then you as well have, of course, your head. So when you have these different pieces that are coming together, they actually make a whole bunch of different chemical reactions that you don't think about consciously every day because our bodies just kind of go through its cycle. But your hair is growing from the inside. So when you have your blood going here and it is triggering out toxins such as horrid hormones, sometimes from the foods we eat. So our foods play a role. Our fight or flight feeling in the body. And fight or flight is actually the piece that comes when we're having survival mode situations partaking. That could be because of not feeling right in our job. That can be because of relations. That can be because of worry. That can be because of just regular stress that comes through all these different pieces cycling. So when you have this happening like that, it actually plays into the way the hair grows out. So you're probably wondering, how is it playing that big of a deal? And that's because your hair grows out of your scalp. And it has nutrients from the blood vessels that basically get from the blood area. There's a barrier around here as well that has the different fluids and such. But the piece that is important is that blood transfer, because that is what feeds the body's hair growth. So when you're seeing your hair growing out of your scalp, you're actually seeing a reflection of what's going on in the inside of your body. So your body needs so many different pieces, but it truly needs the number one thing, and that is, of course, love. That is the most important part, is love. Love comes in many forms. You can love yourself in so many different ways. You can take care of it by doing exercise, doing cardio. You can do different pieces such as watching the foods you eat. I keep saying that because it's so highly important. we want nutrients out of our food. We don't want to just stuff and put in toxins into the body. So one important part is when you go to the grocery store, start trying to make a habit of eating around on the aisles instead of going in each aisle. As much as you can, because this is where all the whole foods are. The whole foods like bread, your fruits, vegetables, your legumes, your fresh fish and such, and things of that nature are going to play key beneficial roles. There's different additives and foods that come through in the aisles, which are not the best when you are looking to enhance your hair growth. And I want you to also note that hair is kind of like one of the last things to grow on the body. So your body wants to nourish everything important, such as the brain. That is like the number one, and that is because the brain is the control center. It wants to get to your heart. It wants to get to your lungs. It wants to get to your arms. But you know, when you're going through stress and high blood pressure, it can kind of start making the hair get really wonky. So your hair actually, there's like a current flowing. You have your circulatory system. You have electrical vibrations in the body. You have different pieces and key factors that contribute to all of it. It's called a system. You have a hair system. So with that being said, go ahead and chime in with me on my second piece to this so that you can enhance your hair growth and see how you can fit those needs. And again, I'm Tree from Tree Essentials, health educator, advanced natural hairstylist, and I look forward to servicing you soon. We have the ability to plant seeds, inspire others, and inspire change. And last but not least, if you are more interested, go ahead and book with me to see how I can help you in your individualized needs. Bye.